Hello everybody, and welcome to my next Let's Play of Kid Icarus Uprising. This game was one of the early games to be released for the 3DS, and I was super excited for it, even though I'd never actually played Kid Icarus itself. Of course, the original Kid Icarus. This is loud. Of course, since this game came out, the original Kid Icarus has been released on the eShop, and I did get it. It's actually like a 3D classics thing, which means just like Kirby's Adventure, which I previously played, it actually has some extra things in it to make it seem less ugly, like the border. I believe the Kid Icarus, like the background, that instead of just being black, they changed it to actual like pixel art backgrounds, which is really good. Of course, I couldn't show it because it's download, and that's all on my new 3DS. And oh my god, can I say, playing a game on the 3DS, because I have to, because that's what my recording software is on, when you've been playing on a new 3DS XL is insane. This is so tiny. I'm using the stylus from the new 3DS XL, and it's bigger than the system itself. Just about. It's insane. Anyway, let's get started on this game. This game's amazing. As you can see, I have 2 files already here. 91% completed. Wow, that's a huge spoiler on the chapter number. And this is kind of what was on the game whenever I got it. I actually rented it. It wasn't, or I didn't rent it. I didn't get it new. It was already used, but hey, it was cheaper. And this was the file that was already on it, so I decided not to do anything with it. Keep it in respect. We will be starting on the new file. And for those who don't know, yes, I want to make changes. That's not my me. No, I guess I have to put my me in everything. Okay. Here. This is what we'll do. Did the other one say Rob too? I don't know. Okay, I'll put my birthday. Just put all my personal information. There are no me characters. You can create new Whoa, okay. So I guess, yeah, since I transferred all my Miis to my new 3DS, I don't have any Miis on here. Here, we'll use the white one, because I'm like, mayonnaise. So for those who don't know, the people who made Smash Bros. Also made this game, Sakurai. And you'll see, so because of that, you'll see a lot of similarities between this and the Smash Bros. Series, such as the menu being very similar. Oh, I exited. And there's like the vault, same word that they used for the Smash Bros. Series. Idols are basically trophies and all that. I will go over all of this in time. In fact, I'll probably go over it now. Street Pass. Street Pass, which is something I don't even have enabled for this game. Whenever you pass someone who has this game, you will get a weapon gem. We'll go over weapons later. Weapon gems basically gives you a random weapon. This game is, I should probably talk about the main mechanic of the game itself. It's a shooter, kind of. Kind of like an action shooter, platformer, kind of everything. I can't really go into everything here until I actually talk about the game itself, so let's go into solo. We'll have a couple of game modes to go here. Oh wait, no, it goes straight in. Never mind. So we have a little tutorial here. This game is going to be interesting to talk over because, as you can see, there's always someone talking over me. Can I, skip this? I can. I can explain all the controls. I don't need this game to do it for me.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It's been too long, Lady Palutena.
We can chat later, Pit, but now it's time to fight.
I'm trying to get the subtitles under the top screen so I don't have to show the bottom screen. So basically, the way you play this game is press the L button to shoot, you use the touch screen to aim, and you use the control pad to move. A lot of people had complaints about the way the game controlled, but honestly, once you get used to it, it's definitely an amazing control scheme. It's not bad at all. And as you can see, we're shooting right now. Since we are flying, as opposed to on the ground, our shots do extra damage, and if you don't shoot for a while, you charge up a shot, and you can shoot an extra powerful shot. I'll be quiet for the subtitles now.
Here to crash my homecoming party.
After all, I have been gone for 25 years.
Wow, they actually reference the actual amount of years it is between the original Kid Icarus and this game. It's amazing. They break the fourth wall like that a lot. This game is basically a fourth wall break in game form. But yeah, I'll go over pretty much the basics of the story right now. Medusa was defeated in the original Kid Icarus, but she has come back with the Underworld Army. Pit is an angel that is the head of Palutena's army. He cannot fly like all angels should be able to, so Palutena uses her powers to give him the power of flight, basically. Which is why we'll be doing ground combat and not always flying.
Aim carefully and use them wisely. How are things looking to you? You can adjust the feeling of depth using the 3D slider on the right.
Oh yeah, I will not be using the 3D, obviously, because that's not a thing that can be conveyed in video, and when I do it, it basically just like moves the screen a little, as you can see. It's kind of weird.
This isn't right.
The people need your help. I'd better get you over there.
We gotta save the town.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the people's cheers? They're celebrating the return of the goddess Palutena.
Despite the underworld invasion, the people haven't lost hope. It's our duty to protect them. Prepare for land battle, Pit.
And here we go, from the first flight section to the first land battle section. Is there a loading screen?
Now it's time
No.
to battle on land.
Oh, it's giving me a tutorial. No, I can explain it as well. Really, battling on land... Oh, we're on intensity 2. Battling on land is basically the exact same as battling on air, except you move freely. You still use the stylus to control where you look. You can move with the control stick. You can dash if you tap it really quick. And, of course, L to shoot. When you're close to an enemy, you'll do melee attacks, and I think that's about it.
Circle pad to move in any direction.
Other than that, you can see in the bottom left corner of the bottom screen that there's a little ability there that looks like a cure thing. You can have skills in this game, and these skills can do anything from shoot a giant beam of light, or give you a shield, or heal you. Can pretty much do anything.
So wipe out as
And also, no, in general, melee attacks will probably be stronger than ranged attacks, but that depends on what weapon you use, which goes into another portion of this game. There are tons of weapons, oh my god.
Flip the stylus left or right.
Did I kill him? Okay, I did. The way you get these weapons are from random drops from enemies, treasure chests, you can buy them in a shop,
Yellow reticle means that you have
and otherwise. Really, I can't really think of any other ways, but okay, that one gave us some healing items. Another thing, the hearts that you see me picking up, these are basically our currency. These jars can only be defeated with melee attacks, I believe. Yep. And another thing, these gates that you see here.
intensity gate. To pass through these, you need to play at certain intensity or difficulty levels.
And as you can see, there's a big 5 on it, which means we need to play on intensity 5. Right now we're on intensity 2 because since it's the first mission that we're doing, we don't really get the choice of what our intensity is. So that's just the kind of default. Okay, just interrupt me just to say, ugh.
What was that?
Medusa's unleashed an evil beast in the Colosseum. You need to be there.
So I will be going for pretty much all of the intensity gates, getting all of the treasures that are secret, all of that. As for getting every weapon, that's literally not possible because there's like an infinite amount of possibilities for weapons. Also, there is an auto-aim, but I don't think it's on right now, which is good. I don't want auto-aim on. Aren't I? I don't know. Also, there isn't a jump button. You just like walk on the ground and there will be jump pads whenever you need to jump. I could swear I'm missing something right now, but I don't think I am, I guess. I don't know. Not 100% sure. Generally, charging up your charge attacks is always a good thing, because it does a ton of damage compared to like your normal shot. This is a Elixir of the Goddess, I think, or Elixir of the Gods. It will fully heal your HP, which, I mean... Oh, it's Drink of the Gods, which we're already full on HP. Now for the boss of the first chapter.
Twin Bellows!
The Underworld's faithful watchdog.
Twin Bellows was actually a boss in the original game. As you can see, he's gotten a little bit of an upgrade visually. But yeah, as I was saying, I wasn't saying anything actually. Every boss has a weak point. As you can see, the weak point of this boss is on its face. You can tell by like blue little lightning spots looking. Oh, I already killed him. Oh my god.
Victory's mine!
Anyway, the weak spots will be shown by when you shoot it. If there's like a blue little like flash whenever you hit, then that's the weak spot. Otherwise, it just looks like normal hitting. But wow, I expected that to go longer.
Well, Medusa, your days of darkness are numbered. Prepare to meet the light!
Let's return for now. This was just our first step in defeating Medusa.
Alrighty, and with that we get some weapons from beating the chapter. Here we got the Violet Palm. Not too good, it just has a value of 100, which is basically the power. And ranged and melee, normally those would have little stars there, and that would mark how strong it is. Of course, this has no stars in either point, which means it's actually kind of weak. Can I point here? I can. These little spots here are for skills, kind of. How would I... It's kind of like attributes, where it's like, oh, extra melee damage, or extra range damage, or attack from behind for extra damage, things like that. And of course, we can either take it or convert it to hearts for money. I'll just take it for now, since we really don't have any items. Wow! Okay. By the way, you'll hear like little like blanks in my commentary every once in a while. That's me coughing. For those who don't know, I just recovered from bronchitis, so yeah. This is basically your achievement board. Just like Super Smash Bros. Fulfilling certain requirements, such as clearing the first chapter within 7 minutes, will clear the box. Such as this one, clear chapter something, defeat something without letting something get taken down. Yeah, it's kind of vague. Acquire an idol, use 10 items, defeat your first boss. This gave us music. Can I play it? I can. Oh, that's the boss fight music. And this feather on the side here is actually used similar to the purple spots in Kirby Air Ride. You can use it to automatically fill a space and not have to fulfill the requirement. This one was acquire a palm, which was the kind of weapon that we got for beating the chapter. Open a treasure box, we did that. And chapter 1, destroy 100 enemies and clear the chapter. Obviously, those 100 enemies were mostly in the air. Anyway, now we have a new menu, and before ending off the episode, I will explain everything here. We have an idol toss. While you're playing the game, you will charge up these kind of egg things, and you put them in the thing, toss them, you'll get an idol. And whether it's new or not new is random based on how many idols you have, similar to the trophies in Smash Bros. Melee. As of course, we got a weapon, which was the Stealth Claws. You can also use play coins to get an egg, but there's not really a reason to do that. Sorry, I'm still really sick, kind of, but I really want to do this. Oh, perform an idol toss. We got a power for this. Celestial Firework, level 1. I think that's just visual and doesn't even have an effect. Alright, we have our gear. This will show us all of our weapons that we have. The first blade's the only weapon that we used, and the Violet Palm is what we got at the end of that last thing. I think I'll go ahead and equip it so we can show it off in the next episode. These powers, I've gotten some more powers, so why not? Idol Transformation. What does that even... Oh, turns enemies with low health into idols. Okay, so that's interesting. As you can see, basically the way you'll use powers is you have to fit them on this little puzzle-like board. I think you can rotate them, yes. And as long as you can fit it on there, you can have as many skills as you want. Of course, there will be a limit to how many skills you can have at one time. So auto reticle, I'm iffy on that. There is like a setting to where you can auto reticle to enemies, but I hate that. This is more like it'll aim at an enemy no matter what. Health recovery, we already have it on there. Celestial Firework, that's kind of not needed. And Idle Transformation, why not? It could be useful sometime in the future. Other than that, I'm not going to take Auto Reticle because I don't care for it. And I'm also a liar. So we will. And okay, so we'll keep that as our powers for now. Definitely not permanent, because we can change them at any time. That's the gear. Now for the treasure hunt. That's basically the screen that I showed earlier. It's the achievements. Whoop. I knocked over my mic a little. Now the arms altar. This is kind of like the shop. It's also... Okay, this is the shop here. As you can see, there are some good weapons here for hearts that we do not have. Wowie, this is really where you'll be getting a lot of your better items, to be fair. Fuse weapons. This is where you can fuse weapons to make another one. We could fuse the first blade and the violet palm to make this, which is actually a little bit better than what we have, but I'm not a fan of the arms weapons, which as you can see it's called the compact arm. So I'm not going to do that quite yet. We're going to show off the violet palm first. And we can convert to hearts where we can just use weapons and turn them into hearts. And of course you can go to the gear from here. Now, move out is basically play the game. We've done chapter 1 and we can do chapter 2. We're definitely not going to be doing Intensity 2. If anything, we'll probably stay around 6 or 7. I'm not extremely good at this game because it goes from 1 to 9, I believe. I'm not good enough at this game to do 9 on every single mission, but we can do it on some probably. And the practice range allows you to practice your weapon, whether on air or on land. Just to show it off, here. This is us using the palm that we have, and as you can see, he kind of just has his arm out and it's like rainbow colored. It's really cool actually. That'd be a cool weapon to like use in real life. Anyway, now to explain the combat a little bit more. As you can see, whenever I dash, if the enemy was shooting at me, I would do a dodge instead of a dash whenever I start dashing. You have 4 different kinds of charge shots. You have standing charge shot. You have your dash back charge shot, which as you can see is much more powerful. That's usually the most powerful charge shot you have. You have the forward charge shot. Actually, that was a lot more powerful. You have the side charge shot. 4 charge shots. And of course you have your normal shooting, which as you can see does a very small fraction of the damage that it was doing normally. And you have your melees, which is still just pressing the L button, but it's while you're standing closer. And depending on the weapon, you'll have like maybe a combo of like 12. Also, another skill that you can have on your weapon is to where it extends the combos, and I kind of like those. Melee, for the most part, isn't really the strongest thing you can do, which I think I actually said the very opposite of that earlier. But yeah, I'm surprised our forward dash is stronger. Also, turn them into idle, but it doesn't work, and we can set a landmine. Actually, we could just like, yeah, set it right here. Boom. And auto reticle. Oh, also you can press up on the D-pad to shoot, and you can press down to use whatever skill you have down there. So now basically, no matter what I'm trying to like aim away, it's automatically, well, if I aim it far enough away, as you can see, it's automatically kind of going to him. Anyway, I think that's enough explanation. I think I've pretty much explained everything. Air battle's just the same. Oh, use a power. Well, I guess I did in training, but nonetheless. So yeah, that's where you'll go if you press solo. Also, the together button is basically Wi-Fi. I will show that off because I do love the Wi-Fi on this game. Just to show off the options. Will this have spoilers? Okay, no. Because whenever you beat the game, there's spoilers options that a little bit. You can turn subtitles on. I kind of want to put that on the upper screen so I don't really have to show the bottom screen anymore. So from now on, the layout will probably be a little different. Profile, that's, you know, normal stuff. Volume, where you can just change the volume of everything in accordance to everything else. And controls. And finally, I think that actually covers everything. What's this? I think that right there is the manual. That's AR cards, which I don't have any AR cards, and I don't plan on getting any. If you want to see this, I would like to direct you over to Chugga Conroy's Let's Play this game. We're at the very end.
to
you
not
went over AR
use
cards.
the stylus to
Anyway,
shoot.
next episode,
Good thing,
we'll go on to
because
chapter 2.
It's the best way to
See
play
you all
this
then,
game.
I promise. No matter
And
how much
goodbye.
you hate it. Yeah, aim assist, definitely off. Auto fire off. Shot homing, I keep that on. Because, I don't know, it just helps. Why not? And a guide arrow to show you where to go. Which can be helpful, so I'll keep that on.